Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Lord of the Rings Online. I'm Drake Adams, and we're Nilin, and we're back home. Decided to take a little step away from the dreariness of Mirkwood. Now that we hit level 65 and have a few things to look over, why not do that in the comfort of the Shire? We have some farming things. We are our nice oven there. We have a lot of things. Let's go ahead. Oh yeah, we had some mail that we decided to not open last episode. Instead, kind of do it all like on like a fresh new mindset. Things are not exhausting from the previous episode. So let's see. We have something from Barleyman, Pethelin. It says call to urgent summons, but whenever Elrond summons you, I think Elrond is one that has to receive most importance, priority there. So let's speak with Elrond here. The Dunedain cross into Dunland, a land neighbored closely by Isengard. All are summoned to assist the passing of this perilous land. They must set a path to the south of Enedwaith, and a seasoned traveler like yourself would be a boon, for surely there are friends to be made in Dunland. You should travel there and earn what trust you can find amongst the Dunlandings. Actually, that sounds pretty interesting, to go to Dunland by Isengard. Level 65, and we are 65. So I think we got a bunch of stuff that unlocked for 65. Let's see, urgent summons from whoever this is. You do not know me, but I'm a friend. I've sent you this message at the request of Lord Elrond of Imladris. He asks that you come to the last homely house at once. Okay, so back to Rivendell. Please hurry. I'll meet you by the steps just outside the house in the Vale of Imladris. I regret I cannot tell you more, but the roads are watched always, and Lord Elrond wishes to keep his secrets. Please do hurry. So two things from Elrond. What of old Barleyman Butterbur? Let's see. Things have been bad around here, and knowing that you are a person of no small courage, I've decided to write on behalf of a patron of the pony. His name is Henrik Banks, and he is a Hobbit of Bree. Oh, okay. Now, that piqued our interest. He has family in the town of Oatbarton, which is a village in the Shire. Henrik has told me on other, happy occasions that it is quite a nice place. Well, he received a letter from his cousin Fendrick, talking about strange going-ons in Oatbarton, and wanted me to send heroes over to investigate. I have enclosed Fendrick's letter, seeing as he explains the matter much better than I could do, and hope that you would travel to Oatbarton to see what is happening there. Most certainly, and with wishes for your continued good health. Well, as I said, we are always willing and ready to help, like the Fellowship and like the good peoples of Middle-earth, so things that have to deal with Elrond and Gandalf. But our first and most important duty and responsibility is to our Shire folk. So I think we are going to go ahead. Okay. Oh, and it's a small fellowship. It's a little long quest. Okay, so we'll wait to activate that until we are ready to go check it out. But I think we might try to do that soon. Oh yeah, we didn't open that up. Let's see, level 60 gloves. Oh yeah. So yeah, we have a few things to do here. We have some new weapons, so we want to get those powered up. So let's check out some gear here. Now that we're level 65, we can see how this armor fares compared to our own. Armor is going to be a lot better, but the stats probably aren't going to be that good for most of the stuff that we have. So that's not great. That's not great. Yeah, so most of these probably aren't going to be much different from what we have on, unless there's just one piece that's really old school. Okay, this one's pretty close. Armor is just about the same, so that doesn't matter. Agility is about the same. We get a lot more health though, and we have more crit. But the physical mastery, I mean, I guess it's good for tanking, so we can upgrade that one. I think, if anything, yeah. So let's go ahead and take that. Shoulder pads. We have a little less damage, but I mean, our damage is not great anyways. Tanking could be a better thing for us. So we can do that. Let's see, what other pieces do we have? I know we had one that's even higher tier. Oh, it's another rare, and then this is incomparable. So let's see how the teal pieces compare. I mean, the leggings are always good because of that out-of-combat run speed, so I want to keep that on. That one's gonna be 60 item. Yeah, I think most of these. Actually, this one's pretty close. Agility's about the same. A little more. Oh no, less vitality. So this is more crit. I mean, crit is good, but I don't think it's worth unlocking. We can maybe save it for something else. Oh, and then I guess this is just going to be even better than what we have. So we probably should have saved that one. Let's see here. No, we can... Actually, let's just do this one. To be honest, it's just taking up space, so we can just get rid of that. And you're taking up space. For now on, we're just going to use the teal pieces. You are out of here. Okay, good. That's helpful. So we got that done. What are these? Oh, Rodier's boots. Ooh, let's see here. That one's better. That's better. Crit. Why are we not using this one? I mean, that has crowd control. We don't crowd control. Why aren't we wearing... What in the world? Been missing out on those boots for a while. They're like better in like every way, right? Don't I feel sheepish? Okay. Well, then it's a good thing we are checking these things out. We got a few things there. We also... Let's check out our legendary weapons. So the giver, we're so close to getting 60, and I think once we max it out, then we get more give back or more rewards for when we do decon it. So it's like we might as well. This one's pretty far, so I don't know if we're gonna actually do that one. So maybe we'll decon this one. That's a lot of, but then I guess we'll just keep it until it levels up. That's fine. This one's pretty far, so I think we might just go ahead and decon this one. So let's decon the taker. We're gonna keep the giver so we can keep reach level 60, and then yeah. So I think we can go to Bree. We have Bree travel, right? We have muster, but I don't know if muster is in Bree. I think we just have travel to Bree. Okay. Is it down at the bottom somewhere? Let's see, where are you? Yes, we have return debris. So let's go ahead and return debris. Let's decon one of our weapons. Start to work on our new level 65 weapons. And, yeah. See what our next steps are from that. Things are, pretty wild right now in Mirkwood, so maybe it's good that we step away, clear our head for a second. And just be like, sorry elves, but there's some trouble a-brewing back home in the Shire, so we have to go and check that out. This is nice. It's always nice to come visit some of the old areas after being cooped up in the dark corners of the world. Let's go ahead and open up our silver gift there. And what do we get? Okay, we got potion and virtue XP, so let's take that. Ooh, that's actually pretty good. We'll wait to activate that until we start a quest. And we need to find... A little bit of lag. We haven't been in a big city in a while. We need to go ahead and find one of the relic people. Oh, I think they're down at the other end. The other gate. Okay. So, Prancy Pony is still up and standing. That's good. We know Bill Fernie and all those Southerners came to attack it. Things got a little bit hairy, but we were stout and able to fend them off. Let's go to the crafting hall. I'm pretty sure... Okay, we were too busy. We have to get out the horse before we can run in here. Okay, let's go ahead and let this all load. Where are you guys? Are they in here? Maybe they aren't in here. I thought like they would have put people. Is this person just sitting, hanging out? It's kind of cool. Tenebrous. Alright, Tenebrous. As you were. Okay, so I was wrong. There aren't relic people in there. Seems like that's where they would be. God. Then I know they're at the south gate, so we'll go to the south gate. See if there's anything here that we want. Nah, nothing too important. Alrighty then. So trouble in Oatbarton. But it is a fellowship. I think I saw that as the fellowship quest, so we might not. I'm not sure if we're ready to get a group like that. Relic Master. What? They're both the same thing? Oh, okay, Relic and Forge.
What
okay.
can I do for you?
So we want the Relic Master. Do any of these have any experience? They do not. So they're doing nothing here for us. I think the Giver is... Oh, the Giver's almost done. The Taker. Probably should keep this one as well. But, kind of want some XP ASAP. So let's go ahead and decon the Taker. Might be a bad idea. Oh yeah, that's right, and we get to keep some. So this might be good too. So see, Wages of Fear, positional damage, which is nice. We already have Recklessness crit, Shield Gambit buff duration. No. Oh yeah, Critical Strike. That one's pretty good, and Surety damage over time. We have range damage on our weapon, right? Oh, we do not. Okay, so I think we want the range damage for sure. That one's really good. So get range damage. Nice, and we got some gems for things. Okay, well, the question is what level can we use this up to? Okay. And how much experience did this give us? Whoa, that's a lot. Okay. So, this was for the hand, right? So let's go ahead and use it. Oh, we gotta rename these too. Let's do it on the spear. Perfect.
What can I do for you?
We want to reforge. And yes, and actually let's go ahead and rename this. I didn't think of any names yet. I probably should have done that first. Should we give it some sort of epic, elvish sort of name, I guess? Call it Euferon. Looks like it could be elvish thing, right? Alright, and of course we end up just getting the shield tactic. Does that mean that we should take this one? Shield tactical mitigation rating? I mean, that one's pretty lame. Let's take range damage just in case we can't apply this to our weapon. Just to be on the safe side. And we get another, cool, we reach another tier. Oh, these are both really good minors. Okay, so surety of death damage over time or critical strike. I think this is better. And we get another tier, awesome. And ambush critical damage. Shield, Spear, Gambit, power cost. We don't really care about that. I don't think. Ambush. So what is the other thing? Oh yeah, so that's this. We get more crit damage there, and then we have critical strike. So yeah, it looks like our initial burst damage will be increased a lot. Which I think sounds pretty gosh darn good. So, Euferon. And how far did it take? Okay, it took us up to 31. Okay. I think first things we're going to want to do is just power up our DPS. Don't know if we have enough points. Ooh, nice, and we did max it out. Very, very good indeed. What else? And then I think light damage. We have light damage and range damage. This is... I'm loving this one. Okay, that's maxed out, and I think we want to then max out our range damage. Even though that's at minor tier 3. I think this is also tier 4. Critical damage, but we have to get a crit for that. Yeah, let's just upgrade our range damage right off the bat. Okay, perfect. And once this hits 60, then we can decon that for some decent XP. Start working on our javelin and rename that one as well. Alright. I think that's looking good. So I guess we don't need you, buddy. Maximum target level 65. Yeah, so we could have used that. That's good to know. That means that on our javelin we can use our javelin on something. So, okay, good to know. I guess you are out of here. And legendary item level up. Okay, yeah, we did that. Okay, so I think we're good right now. Upgrade our gear. Everything looks cool and Bree. Let's see. Does the Shire show up, or Obarton, whatever? It does. I guess we have to click on that quest again. Let's check out here. Elrond's request. Huh. Is the volume? No, the epic thing is still going on, right? We just have to click on it. Let's go to Rivendell and just see what's going on, and then we can decide from there if we want to finish things out in Mirkwood, or if Mirkwood seems okay for now and we need to go help Elrond in other ways. I think it's good for us to be getting out from beneath that very gloomy canopy over into the troll shaws. Whoa. I mean, that's kind of a gloomy view right here, to be honest. Let's get away. Okay, there you go. Ooh, yes. It's always nice to come here after being away for so long. And those were pleasant times when we were just going through the troll shawls and questing and stuff. Like, man. Early game Lord of the Rings is really nice and pleasant. And then the farther you go, the more like heavy of a burden that the quest and story is, which I guess is fitting because that's how the story is, right? It's like just the further you go along, the more and more like hopeless their like quest seems, and the more and more Frodo and Samwise go through, and it's just like it's a lot to like deal with. So I think the game is doing a good job of that, and we haven't even really made it that far east yet. We haven't made it to Gondor and Rohan, where things are just a mess. So here's Pethelin.
We are met in time of need, and it is a joy to see you.
Oh, well, thanks. Nilin, we are met in time of need, and it is a joy to see you. You must have received my message, for little else could have brought you hither in such haste. I did not dare speak openly of the reason for Master Elrond's request in my letter, for fear that the message might be intercepted. I apologize for drawing you here with so little information, but Master Elrond will explain in detail what I could not. Speak if you are ready. We will go to him together, and he will tell you what has prompted this call. Okay.
Master Elrond awaits.
Great.
Messages have come from Lothlorien. Messages that cannot be ignored. My sons have returned from the wild, and together they and a hero of Eriador must respond to these tidings with decisive action.
Oh, okay. Very good, Nilin. Perhaps we will have an answer for why this haste is necessary. Is that Elladan? It is. Perhaps he will have some answers for us. Elladan, you have returned from your camp in the wild? Indeed. The promise of war has brought my brother and me back to the house of our father. War? Not here in Imladris. No, Pethelin, not yet. My brother and I ride to war in the south. Dylan, this concerns you as well. My father waits for us in the Hall of Fire. Okay, in the south. Is that more Dunland stuff, or is that Gondor and Rohan? Let's see. Let's check our hope. Remember, our hope was all low. Oh no, okay, hope is 0 right now. For some reason, I felt like the hope would be like +5 in here. I am pleased you have received my summons, Dylan. I apologize for being so close as to the reason for his, so closed as to the reason for its urgency, but there are dangers on the road, and I did not wish for any information that might do us harm to fall into the hands of evil men. 2 days ago, Courier Hawks arrived in Rivendell bearing messages from Lorien. The messages were short, but even in their brevity they caused me pause. The messages are from the Lady Galadriel. I understand some of their meaning, but I can only guess at the full import of her words. You know of the secret company that has set forth from Imlagis in December, Nilla. We know that they stayed for a long time in Lothlorien, healing from their hurts. They have moved from the safety of that land, sailing down the river Anduin with all secrecy. Do you fear for their success of the mission? They are strong of heart and true purpose, Father. They will not falter. I wonder. What say you, Eladon? This is a message I received from Galadriel of Lorien 2 days ago. Aragorn has need of his kindred. Let the Dunedain ride to him in Rohan. Oh, this is a Rohan thing. The plot thickens. What is Aragorn doing in Rohan? None of the plans we discussed should have brought him there. If Lady Galadriel says Aragorn is in Rohan, he surely is, or will be. That is so. We must gather the Dunedain, the Rangers of Eriador. You must do this, Nilin. Okay, we will bring the news to the Rangers. The Rangers will uphold their oath. They will become the Grey Company and ride to the aid of their chief. I will meet you in the library to discuss this charge. Okay. Walk to the library. Alright. So I guess we go there now. Without leaving the actual quests. So just head up the ramp here. Okay, so we're given a couple options. Go to Dunlin, maybe go to Rohan. Oh, the Lady Arwen catches our eye. Yes, I'd say so. Hello, Lady Arwen. I know of the messages of my grandmother, Nilin, and I know too that my father has asked you to gather the Dunedain, that they may ride south to the aid of Aragorn. We knew this day would come, he and I, and have both long prepared for its arrival. It has been my part to craft an item of beauty and of use, an item Aragorn will have need of before all is done. He knows of its making, and it will be a sign to him that the hour has indeed arrived, when he must seize that which is his. I hope it will be a comfort to him, too, in distant lands. When the Dunedain are all assembled, I will send for you. I must be sure someone can bear this item to him. I will call you before the Rangers depart. It will not be easy to gather the Dunedain as quickly as it must be done, Nilin. It will be best for you to bring this message to certain of Aragorn's kin, that they may then speak with the rest of their people, while you travel to those of more distant lands. So this is going to be one sending us all over the place, huh? I have prepared the names of those to whom you must speak. Walk with me, and I will tell you where they may be found. Oh, okay, cool. My sons tell me that the ranger Radanir has come to Thornhad. Radanir is humorless, but among the trees of the Trollshalls, he is more at home than any. Okay, so we go to the Trollshalls. He's an expert in herb lore. So, okay, so we go to the Trollshalls. You'll find the ranger Canadaith in the Lonelands at the base hill called Weathertop. Oh yeah, we're going to see a lot of the people that we've seen before. He knows much about the lore and heritage of the Dunedain. It's kind of cool. All these guys are ready to go and lend support to Aragorn. Ceridon is more settled than many of the Dunedain. He has a cabin in Breeland and is held in higher regard by its people than the other rangers. Do Do you have any questions about these three? Once you have met Radonir in the Trollshaws and told him that the Rangers must assemble, you should travel west into the Lone Lands. At the base of Weathertop, you will find Candaith. He is sure to join the Grey Company. After you have spoken to Candaith, you will travel into Breeland to speak with Saradan at his cabin. He is not as prone to wanderings as the other of his kinnin, but he must be told of Aragorn's need. But there are other rangers you must find. Oh, there's more. But wait! There's more! The Ranger Halross has a camp in the Shire near the outskirts. Oh, okay, cool. Maybe we can do that and then also check out Oakbarton. I will tell you the names of the nearby towns, but I do not know them. I am not concerned myself with the dealings in the Shire as Gandalf, Aragorn, and Halross has. That's fine. We kind of like it that way. Leave us simple hobbits to our simple life. The Ranger Halbadad has always had the ear of Aragorn. You will find him at the hidden camp in Estelden in the North Downs. Are there any more? I hope we don't have to walk the whole the whole route here. There are a lot of rangers that we've met. Callanglad has overseen the defense of Anuminus on the shores of Lake Evendim for many years. He has known Aragorn all his life. I do not doubt he will ride with the Grey Company. Okay, do we have any further questions? Halross, Halbadad, and Callanglad will speak with the others of the Dunedain near the borders of the Shire and throughout the North Downs and Evendim. But there are 2 more rangers you will need to find personally. The distances are simply too great for anyone but you to cover in time. That's okay, we have superpowers. The Warden muster power of flight. We're probably going to have to go to Angmar, right? The Ranger Lothrandir watches the frozen northern lands of Foreshell, home of the Losoth. And yet, the Grey Company needs Lothrandir, despite the incredible distance. He spent much of his life in the wide southern lands and is familiar with their peoples. Now, this would be a cool show. So, Amazon is going to be making a Lord of the Rings show, right? Like setting it in like a different age or something. But if the show was about all of these rangers and them coming together and being a band and I don't know, doing things in one of the early ages, that'd be really cool. The last ranger I would have you find is Coronir. You will find him in Aghar in Angmar. Coronir is less bold, perhaps, than others of the Dunedain. Okay, that cut off very quick. Father, oh wait. Why should Guladir not join the Great Company? And see that he was interrupted. I was like, wait a minute, where did this stuff go? Guladir, you say? Oh, will we find both of them? You know why, or can guess why, Nilin. You were there. Yeah, he's not in good shape, right? His daughter... You were there when Guladir's daughter was slain by the false king. Poor thing. We should ask no more of Guladir. He has lost too much already. Let Guladir remain in Eriador where he can nurse his grief. Coronir will go in his place. Guladir was a strong man and true of heart, but my father is right. He suffered too much. I did not know. I know very little of Coronir beyond that he is loyal to a fault. He did not remain in Aghar for years, awaiting Guladir's return from the beyond the Raminus Delion. Or something, I butchered that one. And so it shall be, Nilin. You walk the paths of Eriador one more time, in search of these Dunedain. They will gather others of their kin, and when all is made ready, the Grey Company will set forth. It will be done as Galadriel of Lorien has asked. We respond to her messages with the haste that we must, and with the messenger those messages deserve, a warden of proven loyalty, to gather the Grey Company in time. This sounds pretty epic. I kind of like it. A lot of traveling, but kind of epic, though. Very good, Nilin. Many hopes rest on your journey through Eriador to gather that Dunedain for their journey.
In the watches of the night, messages came from Galadriel of Lorien, messages that give me pause. The company that set forth from Rivendell with 9 now departs with 8, bearing the gifts of the Lord and Lady. Their road takes them now down the waters of Anduin, and beyond my sight.
It will not be an easy task to gather the Dunedain.
Doesn't sound like it at all. Master Elrond was right to impress upon me the need for haste on. If Aragorn has need of the Dunedain, they will need to be gathered with as much speed as can be managed. It will not be an easy task, for the Dunedain are given to wandering the wild. They may be scattered across all of Eriador.
You must travel to Thorinhar to speak with Elrond here.
Cool. Okay, so we have the first quest here. Alright, so it's going to start off a chain. Oh, I guess we're going to get items for each quest, too. Awesome. We got some level ups here. Oh, the Giver is almost at 60. That's perfect. I think we're going to go ahead and end the episode, because it looks like if we start this chain, it's going to be a long chain. So I want to kind of start that fresh, but we kind of got things settled. And we're going to have to decide what we do. Do we go back to Mirkwood and try to get the dwarf, or do we help with like the main quest and help Aragorn? It's kind of tough indeed, but we're gonna ponder that, and next time we're gonna see what is best for us and what is best for Middle Earth. So until then, as always, I've been Drag Adams. You've been great. Take care.